and boom, we were here. So, I'm getting chills. This microphone picks everything up. I'm hearing everything. This place is goddamn haunted. What am I doing here making this video too? It's in the middle of the night. Crazy. Welcome to the Zion overview trip. This is 24 hours in Zion. So recently, Sarah and I thought it would be a great idea to go to Zion, and so we just did it. So how all this started was we watched some of these YouTubers. The YouTube channel is called Live Hard, Love Hard, and it was these two people, and they would just run around. Anyways, we decided out of the blue, hey, let's just go to Zion for the weekend. And next thing you know, we booked an Airbnb. We booked the same Airbnb we stayed at, this one. It's near Zion, and it was very cheap because it was off season. From watching the Live Hard, Love Hard people, it seemed like these people biked in the morning at 5 a.m. to the Narrows and got the Narrows all to themselves. We thought this was a brilliant idea. So we decided to bring bikes. So we packed up some bikes, packed up some scooters, and on Friday we left for Zion. 8 hours later and multiple pee breaks, we arrived. Unloaded the bikes, and that's when we started actually doing some research. Way after the fact. Like normally you would want to do this research beforehand. We realized that the road that we wanted to take the bikes on was actually open in the winter. So we took a chance and we were like, well, we'll go check it out. Worst case scenario, we'll come back for the bikes. The next day, there was a giant line to get into Zion, and we thought, well, it's going to be packed. And Zion in the off season is still busy. I would say, like, during the summer season, lots and lots and lots and lots of people. During winter season, I would say about 25% of those people are still there. So it's still busy, even in winter, I would say. So really, you're never going to have Zion all to yourself unless you go do these crazy extremes where you're waking up at 4 a.m., there at the entrance at 5 a.m., and then you bike in. So that's the only time you'll ever be able to go ahead and have Zion all to yourself, because not that many people are willing to go ahead and do that. We drove on the path that the buses typically go on, and we parked at the Zion Lodge, and then we did the Emerald Pools Trail. We did, there's the lower Emerald Pools, the middle Emerald Pools, and then the upper Emerald Pools. So here's a little montage of that. So this is us hiking to the lower Emerald Pools. This was a meh. And then, we just kind of got to this end, and it was like, couldn't go any further than this. They closed it down. The middle pools, I would say that was the best one out of the three. So I really enjoyed that one. That was definitely worth it because of the view. Look at this view here. Ooh, something like that. I don't know. And the upper pools, okay. It was just okay. People were throwing rocks. Things were like falling, giant icicles. It was like a boom. And we then kind of walked to the other bridge where you typically walk. That's the beginning trail of the Angel's Landing. And we didn't do Angel's Landing because we looked at some videos and it just seemed too dangerous to kind of do it because, we're concerned about somebody slipping and falling and so forth. And by the end of the trails, we ended up taking a break after completing these trails, got some Subway and some Band-Aids because Sarah's feet were killing her. She got blisters from walking so much. We ended up then going to doing the Riverside Walk. This is the walk that takes you to the beginning of the Narrows. We did not come prepared. We didn't have the shoes or the waders and things like that. So we only got to the end of that trail. There was some really cool ice spots. And again, just being in Zion just looks pretty cool anytime you go, I feel like. So we got some good views. And then to finish off the day, we kind of did the whole drive through Zion. Then we went through the tunnel, and then we went to this, I think it's called Observation Point or something like that. I don't know. It's a really good view hike, and here's some footage of that. Bada bing, bada boom, bada bing, bada boom. We did see some influencers in the wild. Here's an influencer in the wild right here. You see this? This is an influencer in the wild headstand to get a photo. Are you out of your mind? And then also influencer in the wild are always let me get close to the edge. Let me get so close to the edge where it's dangerous. Don't do this. Just don't do this. It's bad. But again, great views of the park itself. We then, we were in the shade at that point then, and the sun had kind of already dipped behind the mountains or the rocks or whatever you call it. And that was it. We were this influencer is gonna die. We need to get the heck out of here. So we left, and again, always if you're ever in Zion, make sure you do that hike for sure. It's good. It's very good. And we went back to the Airbnb, slept, and then we drove back to Twin Falls, Idaho. We never rode the bikes. So we literally took these bikes on a 1,000-mile journey at least and never got to ride these damn bikes. So I kind of feel sad for the bikes. They never got to see any action in Zion. Anyways, that's all that really happened at Zion. 24 hours in Zion.